I'm just out here working for that gold life, turning all these struggles into foresight. Came up from the bottom, but the dream's high. Groundwork for greatness, yeah, I live right. Started with a vision, had a locking for the mission. Turned the pain into ambition, now I'm focusing on the building. Late night, no sleep, just the hunger in my spirit.
Thank y'all for coming, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in this episode of the Groundwork for Greatness. I know I've been away for a minute, man. I had to take care of some things behind the scenes, get everything right. But man, look, got a lot of information for you. Like the clothing line, shout out my boys for Atlantic E-Bikes with the next venture clothing line is doing numbers, doing well. And it's things that I didn't just realize and I didn't figure it out. Working with AI behind the scenes with the Facebook, Instagram ads, and it's some things that I want to share with y'all. So we're gonna be tapping in, be showing y'all some properties. This is stuff I'm gonna be doing every week moving forward, showing y'all different opportunities for properties around the country, different businesses y'all can own. It's a bunch of different things y'all can see out here, opportunities out here. My OGs put me on, so I feel like it's my right or my duty to put y'all on. So moving forward, look, it's the things that I didn't figure it out with AI. I use Mid Journey, ChatGPT. I can create any image that my mind can think of, and I can type out, and I can help ask ChatGPT to help me out and give me a better description for Mid Journey. So there's different ways that you can create your own clothing line using print on demand. And this is opportunities that a lot of us never even thought about. With using print on demand, you don't have to have inventory. You don't have to have a huge overhead. This is opportunities for us to maybe move forward. So I've been thinking, starting off, I'm in Atlanta, starting off with Atlanta, Miami, DC, Philly, Detroit, Chicago. I'm gonna be reaching out to a whole bunch of moving forward. I'm gonna be reaching out to a whole bunch of different podcasters, different influencers in different cities. We can make new millionaires every year, and sometimes really, we really want to do it twice a year. This is like this is something that me and my dogs, my business partners, we can, you know what I'm saying, sat back and chopped it up, and they feel like I need to put this out to the world. So look, with print on demand and Chat GPT and Midjourney, you can create any image. So we did the research. On average, the average household for every kid, they spend anywhere between $200 to $400 every year on back to school clothes. And instead of getting everybody else rich, wherever you buy your school clothes from, if you support your local, clothing line and your local in each city gonna have their own clothing line that we support using Facebook, Instagram ads, all the different black blog sites, Shade Room, Baller Alert, and all the other different smaller black blog pages on Instagram and social media. We're gonna reach out to them, run ads with them, but we're gonna draw awareness to each individual city, and then we're gonna run the Facebook, Instagram ads, the social media ads for each individual city, and make sure we tap in with the culture. We can create instant millionaires every year, no matter what. Because you gotta buy school clothes. We ain't talking about the high school kids that they gonna want Gucci and Fendi and Chanel and all the other stuff. We talking about the school clothes that your kids, in elementary school, they gonna wear no matter what. They gonna put on what mama tell them to put on. So that's all I'm saying is it's just we in Trump's America. It's kind of what they said. We kind of feel like we living in when Scar took over the Pride Land, when Mufasa died, and the hyenas was running stuff, and we was looking crazy, and stuff was looking crazy. That's kind of how we feel like we're in right now. You know what I'm saying? But whatever political side you on, we live in African Americans. We live in Trump's America. It's an active attack on Black history in the school system. They try to defund the Black history museums. They trying to take away grant money for the HBCUs. We got to protect us. And that's all I'm saying. So it's opportunities, and with these millionaires that we curating every year, they're going to have to pay taxes no matter what. And I'm proposing in each community, we teach HVAC, electricians, plumbers, carpentry. We send all individual from each community. We send a youth from each community and sponsor them and say to give them scholarships. We're gonna have to pay taxes no matter what. Why not donate and send somebody to a plumber school or electrician school and help build your community back up? In a couple of years, These same individuals, they gonna own plumbing companies, they gonna own electrician companies, they gonna own HVAC companies, they gonna own carpentry companies to help build your house, to help keep your house cool. And those, you know what I'm saying, business owners can partner up with the clothing line business owners, and then we can partner up together and we can buy corner stores, we can buy grocery stores. This is things that we can work together within our community, start building within our community, because we already know it wasn't really set up for us to self thrive and to move. You know what I'm saying? That's why I moved to Atlanta. I would love to have every city like Atlanta, but I know it is what it is. But our community, this is something that I thought that we can come up with, that we can help in our side, in our community, we can help keep the prices competitive with the print on demand, and keep the prices competitive what you gonna pay at Walmart, Amazon, whatever else you can buy your kids school clothes at the mall, whatever, you know what I'm saying, Rainbow, wherever you can buy your kids school clothes at. We can keep it competitive with them. And why not support somebody locally in your community that's gonna give back to your community to help out? Because if your lights go out and you need an electrician, they gonna hire, they gonna support the same people that, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna help come fix your stuff. So all I'm saying is we keep a good circle, and then eventually once we get corner stores and grocery stores, we can get clinics. Like we see Jordan. Jordan gave us the blueprint with them health clinics in North Carolina. That's the next step, healthcare. We can control where your food at, and then you control how you eat. That's major steps for this. So that's all I'm saying for that. But we're gonna tap back in with this idea. I haven't came up with a name for it yet. This project, but we tap in the comment section. Let me know if you got a name for the project. But this is something that I didn't really just recently start coming up with, and I thought I needed to get out to the world. I'm gonna be reaching out to a couple of different podcasters moving forward to see, hey, what we can do. We can partner up, because, like I said, I'm in Atlanta, Miami, Chicago, Philly, Detroit, DC, all the major black cities. We're gonna tap in and we're gonna see what we can get working, because it don't make no sense for us to keep spending money with the other corporations that don't support us. Like we see what we're doing with Target. So right now we seeing what we could do with our money, and it's a lot that we could do, and it's just we got to take them steps forward. So moving forward, we gonna tap back in for the this is the picture in picture, like the first video. um, we could be starting off in Macon with these opportunities. Macon is like a close enough city to Atlanta. It's within like an hour distance. You can see right here, $50,000. I started it off at 50,000. So $50,000 is the limit, the ceiling I put it up with. And as you gonna see the properties, you see the amount of properties, the little red dots on the screen. The first property, 49.9, 3 bedroom, 1 bath. You see the roof pretty good. I can see from the photos. It's only one photo. You gonna have to go do your due diligence and do your research. But it's an investment opportunity. It's cash only. You can work with hard money lenders and work at that. But it's sold as is unfortunately, but it's tenant occupied. It's already, cat rent rolling. So you gotta figure out what the rent, contact the owner, see what they charging for rent, and see if it makes sense for you. But you see the property taxes, top tax assessment, 14,000. Property taxes, $357 a year. That's crazy. The principal and interest ain't gonna really matter if it's a cash deal. But the next one, man, this is like, I just wanted to show y'all. We moving forward. We show y'all different opportunities. 43,000, 43.9. This is another opportunity. This one we have to do some research. You don't have to do some renovations with this one. This one a little rough. I mean, but it look a little outdated. But paint, new appliances. You don't gotta be new appliances, but different appliances that look better than that. It's investment opportunities. It's just another cash only deal. You can work with hard money lenders. It's a whole bunch of different things. You can do it's sold as is as well. Um, let me see. Go look down a little bit further down. Yeah, you can see price cut. Price cut. It's been price cut a couple of times. You see the tax assessment, 21,000. Property taxes, $519. Uh, I don't know how it dropped up to 46,000 in 2009 at assessment. But yeah, like I say, these properties are out here. It's a good opportunity. This one's 36,000, 36,000, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,500 square feet. This is another good deal. You see the ceiling right now going to need some work. The flooring that's going to need some work. Yeah, but this window, you see the windows. This one, but the price, 36,000. You can't really beat for this price. You can't really beat. The hardwood flooring, they're gonna need some work. That bathroom will need to be updated drastically. You see, it's a little rough, but it's just 36,000. This is I don't know where else you're gonna get this type of money, a house for this type of money. I mean, this one, I think this one's pending right now currently. Yeah, it is pending up there. But this is I looked it up yesterday, 2 days ago, and this is how quick it went. So this is another sold as is property. It is what it is, but he got to do his due diligence. That's part of the game. That's part of the process. But let me see what else. Let me see other information. Um, List for sale. It was list for sale for 49 a couple years ago. But yeah, this is just properties. I just wanted to show y'all this is properties out here that like my godparents, they've been in real estate. He told me back in the day his number is 25,000. That 25,000 would used to be his number, but now you can see it right now. This is a whole different ballgame. That I didn't know you could get houses for under $50,000 in 2025. This is like so. My OGs put me up on game that it was houses out here like this. We gonna be hopping around different cities throughout the United States to show y'all week to week. But right now, this is the businesses, the core lodges. My uncle been had this since I was a little kid. He even sold it now, but to the city that bought one of the property, eminent domain, it's the government. But 65,000 it's in California. It's a cash flowing businesses. It's business you could buy, and right now they cash flowing from day one. So this is just opportunities you got to look out for. Things that hey, it's out there. This is 3 pages of worth of work. This one in Houston, it's a couple of different ones. You got to do some maintenance to the machines. You gonna have to make sure the machines technical difficulties, but yeah, you gonna have to hire somebody to work some businesses and stuff like this. To wash and fold, different things like that to bring more additional revenue to the businesses. But that's all it is. It's just different things you got to do to make sure the business is on point. You got to make sure that the machines are working, the dryers, the washers are currently working. This was in Florida, 50,000. It's opportunities out here. This one, that's another one at 149,000 in Houston. Page 3. It got this one for 85,000. That's a lot. Listen, that's what I was saying. Long standing business owner. He done had this business for years. It's time to get rid of it. It's probably a baby boomer that's ready to get rid of the business. So it's up to us to take advantage of these opportunities out here. Groundwork for greatness. Look, I didn't look out for my cousins and make sure they straight and let them know credit. Make sure your business is straight, make sure your investments together, make sure your stock portfolio good, and it's a whole process, but you got to make sure you get your steps together. And I realized this knowledge can't just stop with my cousins. So that's what the whole purpose of the Groundwork for Greatness. Y'all gonna see me moving forward. I'm gonna be dropping this stuff like this week by week. I'm probably going to Cleveland next time. We're gonna hit Baltimore. We're gonna hit Detroit. I'm gonna show y'all different properties from all over the country. DM me in the comments if you want me a particular city you want me to do some research up on. I could, if you want some more, information on these properties, get you in contact with a local real estate agent. We can make it happen. So I got a couple people different work for it in the Atlanta area. They work down in Macon as well. But yeah, Groundwork for Greatness. I don't have a name for that project with the clothing companies and the print on demand and AI. I don't have a project name for that. Leave in the comment section. Let me know if y'all have one for me. But thank y'all for tapping in. Appreciate y'all, man. Groundwork for Greatness. This is episode, I don't know what episode number this is, but we're going to keep moving forward week after week. We're going to be keeping it consistent from here on out. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for having me. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.
I'm just out here working for that goal life, turning all these struggles into foresight. Came up from the bottom, but the dream's high. Groundwork for greatness, yeah, I live right. Started with a vision, had a locking for the mission. Turned the pain into ambition, now I'm focusing on the building. Late night, no sleep, just the hunger